You is good. This is your full moon in Sagittarius 2025 tarot reading. This reading is for all the Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising, Libra Venus, Libra Mars, and Libra Collective, and all the cross-watchers also who want to know what is going on with Libra in a full moon in Sagittarius. So here, this table is ready. The table is set. We're going to do today alchemy reading. This is called Temperance, the Art of Alchemy, and I have dedicated to do this reading for all the star signs, and Libra now are you. So let's see first your devil position. This is now, you have already this turtle on the table. This will be your advice, time to bask, switch off, tune out, and re-energize. But as well, you have a heart chakra, so heart healing is like actual now, and you get this finished deck because of that. But now let's see. This whole deck spread start to see what is the devil. We address the darkness here. We look into compost. We transform the materia. It's Jungian style alchemy process. Okay. So Libra, this is your devil, which is Quetzalcoatl. Okay, Spanish guy. 5 of Pentacles. There is some kind of, always related to this card is like feeling like not having enough. Money is the issue. So Pentacles, of course, takes years to build something. Anyway, this secret in this card is often, who knows, we get into this, that there is a lot of spiritual wealth. Always, like, you might not notice that if you're only focused only for the material. But anyway, this is your starting card. Oh, wearing red is here. Michelangelo was my favorite turtle. Yes, cool, good point. It's like a ninja turtles ready, all the Libras. But this is beautiful, like kind of like a spirit animal can be even for Libras, but this is definitely in Hawaiian waters. This kind of turtles. It's a thing to see. They live long. But here we have like a time to bask. Anyway, let's see where this reading is going. Now, next thing we see, yeah, we start with this heart chakra related pile. What is the devil position? So this is a shadow, the first step of alchemy. What is to be broken down into its parts? What you need to confront, Libra? This one. Maybe if you look immediately. Okay, we get to the devil territory. This is the moose of the devil, hidden hirvi. Maybe this is a moment I read directly from the book. This is one task, very difficult task that this kind of warrior had to capture this devil moose, and it was very hard to catch. So it's all about hunting a moose. That's your devil. To hunt something. Maybe we go a little bit further before I start reading any story, because it's a long story, then we are getting like a sidetracked. Let's see immediately. Next step of the alchemy is, there's a lot of sunlight, of course, in this room as well today. Hopefully you can see this card. Second step of alchemy. Which parts are essential? What treasures can you find in this journey? So this is the essential part to look at. It is King of Cups. Okay, emotional king. Water king. That's essential part. Okay, we have a water animal here. I mean, this is often this kind of wisdom going deep. The King of Cups is emotionally mature. So maybe there is a maturity, emotional maturity is even part of this story, because the hero here was a little bit like telling to everybody that he already got the moose and then he didn't. So there is a little bit like a celebrating before you actually catch the target. Passion Sarm say, hi Sarah sister, I'm cooking. Okay, welcome to here Libra reading. I'm doing all the 6 readings in every hour. Now let's start reading about this devil. We will start to understand what is in this alchemy happening. It's, of course, the card is Knight of Sword, so a very ambitious knight. That's Capricorn is a devil card in tarot. That's also very work related. Maybe something in this Art of Alchemy is now related to your work, because also the money thing is here. You don't seem to have enough, so something about the career could be, because this is also mastery. But as this is the essential part, I think you have to be growing into this kind of emotional maturity, and that could help you. We are gonna look forward, but let's see now a little bit more details. Trying to give you all the possible information so you can understand what it means for you. So keywords of this devil in your alchemy reading is the excitement of someone being young, like youthful excitement, getting the challenges, like doing the challenges, growing self-confidence, achievement, spiritual growth, daring, taking risks, solving the problems, getting through the obstacles, and getting free from the limiting beliefs. So the Lemminkainen, this kind of lover boy, has arrived to the north to propose to the girl of the north, and the mother, Louhi, it's like a witch of the north, made him to ski first to capture this moose in the winter. So he made himself this good skis, and then he was very excited to capture this devil's moose. And so he was very much talking about it, that there is no such creature that he would not catch and get to his home. Yes. He got the tracks of the moose and got it into this kind of like fenced place, and then he started to tap the fur of the moose and start to already dream how he would make love on the fur of this moose to that girl, like he had already won. And then the moose heard it and got mad, like, I'm not dead yet, what are you talking about? And would kick the fence open and run away. So then he started to make this kind of hunting spells and trying to make the spirits benevolent for him, and so that the spirits of the forest would be like accepting him to capture this moose. He was doing this kind of magic. And he asked even the kind of thunder card. It was very like a pertinent that, okay, he just want to get this moose now, please help, God help me. Moose on the loose was saying, or did you put the, okay, yes. So this card is about the being excited when you're young and you are taking the challenges ahead, but only the excitement is not enough to get to the target. You also have to control your thoughts and could make good decisions or judgments. You can solve the problems usually with the wisdom of experience, and that comes when you're a bit older. It's not always when you're young you know everything. So the Lemminkainen thought that it was an easy task and was very prideful about it. Only when he stopped and would give up, pushing, like forcing this target to be completed, he was asking even the help from the spirits, he would get to the target. So one Finnish person, Pekka Ervasti, had said that this moose is representing human mind and it can be fast as a thought, and mind control is part of this card. How you're controlling your thoughts. So don't go forward to things like if you're thinking you already won, like you go forward thinking too much. So you have to focus on that task at hand, and when you don't chase your goal like too much, it stops and you will capture it. This kind of racing mind is not good when you are wanting to achieve something. It doesn't help how much you think about it. You just have to do the things, next steps, and so on. This is also a spirit animal that is the symbol of self-confidence, wise decisions, hard working, and joy of success. You can get rid of your bad habits, you can achieve your goals, as well you can find the power in yourself. If you are like having this like a moose as a power animal, it can help you to do this. And the card can also help you recognize your strengths, and with experience of life, your belief in your own capacities, capabilities is getting stronger. So this is in the devil position. So it's something about this kind of like a getting to the task, something. Maybe you think that the success comes easy, that you don't need to do any work. Just want to celebrate it already. But King, this is a mastery, and somehow part of this whole alchemy now is that you have to have emotional maturity in whatever you do. Libra. Okay, let's see. Before we go to this slide, I want to put all the alchemical element on the table. Let's do like this today. We have also heart chakra. Be a true lover, not an actor. Don't fake it. There is a saying, fake it till you make it, but it's not actually energetically wise to do it. You should be really truly doing something. The energies can be felt. The universe feels what you feel. So don't fake it. Otherwise you attract the fakes. You want to attract the fakes? Being fake? No. So here is the cauldron for Libra. This is the heart king. This is the true heart. The caring king. Wearing the shadow sister heals me. That's a good thing if I do. Like that's my aim. Like the healer. Oh, okay. Libras, next. There's 3 things now. Energy in the cauldron to be transformed. This was the darkness now we are looking. Shifting to the light, but let's see what is in your pot. There is a calcification, okay, this kind of high energy of the ignited fire. Devilish moves with that fire. And then we have a Chiron in the center of your reading. Wow. This is totally talking about you have to understand your woundings. This is very wounded existence. This can be connected to a fairy tale, the match girl who has the last match, is very poor and just is lighting the last hope. So Chiron, whatever is your Chiron, it depends like which sign it is and which house it is. For example, in my Chiron, it's kind of sad. It is in Taurus, and then it's in the 7th house. So it is like a wounding in a relationship that kind of you can never be married. But this it's not like that. It's not that it is like a doomsday, like okay, your Chiron is this, you will never have that. It's most like you have wounding in this, and then with the relationship you have issues, and then you have to kind of develop your abilities so that you become like a master in it, and then you are like a extremely happily married eventually, because kind of like you are like healing this wound. This is in your life something that can be really coming as something to address. The Chiron in the center in your pot. Wow. Chiron is currently in Aries, so collectively we have an identity crisis. We have this kind of who I am. It becomes the question like, am I worthy of something? Like that is like an identity crisis. it is currently collectively, but you could check your Chiron. It's interesting. This is totally, if you wanna have this is very now full moon in Sagittarius energy, because Sagittarius is connected to Centaurs, and this, especially this Chiron story about this wounded Centaur who couldn't heal himself but could heal everybody else. So interesting that this is this full moon in Sagittarius energy also. Okay, let's see. Third one. Oh, we have a darkness. Darkening. Crow. Messenger. It's a potential very, very big energies here for Libra. Wow. Crow is a beautiful spirit animal as well. Okay, let them be a little bit here, and then we are gonna look further. We're gonna look the light. We're gonna read this later. Now we are having the temperance position of this deck, of this spread. It's third step of alchemy. What I need to bring to consciousness, what needs to be illuminated. This is kind of Jungian style alchemy. So this is the light angel, and then we use this deck to show the final light, final step of alchemy. What is the final product? What is the creative work and its influence in your life, Libra? This one. Let's put a timer on. Okay, light is, wow, bird and a bird in line. This is the firebird. It's the page of wands. So Sagittarius energy, very much. This card I know is connected to higher self. So we are kind of like a temperance is symbologically, it's representing your higher self. If you would do this kind of Kapala tree of life and rising to this kind of like energy wise, the angel card is like a valve in a tree when you go higher awareness. It's really this kind of higher self moment, and that higher self watching the fire is burning in safely. It's your like light here, that you are connected to your higher self. We have here very much this kind of colors too. It's almost like this. It's all here. So higher self, your angel is here. Kind of GPS on place to get your life purpose, your mission. Here the devil comparing is like a devil moves a task, difficult task to do, and then this is like a somebody who is like this kind of your spirit guide. Like here the hunter was praying to the spirits, was kind of like giving a little bit like a trust to the god, not just egoistically, selflessly, like a proud about just that, okay, it's all about that person. This is this kind of like a spirituality here. It's light. Okay, but I think I have to read this story. This is so difficult otherwise explain. But Varying Redbed, you have seen in this reading where we had this talk about like a Gandalf has this kind of flight turn into the eagles, and this is a bit like same, like the eagles are coming. This is that higher self. So for Libra, there is some higher guidance. Maybe even in this reading, but this is now for your June full moon in Sagittarius. And it's a fire. This is totally Sagittarius energy here as well, because it's Sagittarius related cards, full moon Sagittarius. Higher guidance is available for you. It's in the page of 111. There you go. Manifesting. Higher awareness, larger viewpoint, sharp eye, new views, getting through the challenges, strong protection, what is savior, like somebody has saved you, burning the old energy away, kind of like burning the old shit away. And this is if yes, don't tempt me, packings, I can take the ring. Yeah, like it is that the healing energy. I want to say the wearing red bed too, like if you're saying like I'm healing, there is two elements in the healing, even visible very clearly side by side. You heal with the water energy, with very nurturing, very like no boundaries. The water is just floating, it's just cleaning and healing and calming and all this thing. But you also heal with fire. So the fire is these are very temperance kind of energy, both. So you're balancing this water and fire. Here the fire burns the shit away, like what you don't need, you can burn it away. I mean, I don't want anybody to become a pyroman, but like this is literally like this is visible here too. You need to have, sometimes you are so dampened with some grief and sadness and you are in this swampy lands, you need a little bit new fire that you start to have energy back. This water king is here, emotional. This is, let me see. So this card, what is the light? Light for you, the awakening for Libra is, okay, maybe the meaning, there's so much text here, this is all in Finnish, I'm translating it. The eagle is representing the wide vision and view and objectivity. From high above, you see the big picture. Eagles symbol the higher awareness, bigger perspective, and a bravery to trust yourself and your own powers. Fire eagle is representing also the light of your consciousness and your sharp like havaintokykyä to notice things. The power of the eagle is its speediness, that kotkan voima ja nopeus tekee sitä vahvuudessa. Yeah. The eagle is fast and strong, and it makes you the strong ally. Also, the Louhi, the witch of the north, the kind of enemy in these stories, is this kind of witch in the north who has a beautiful daughter, but she also would turn herself into the eagle and turn that eagle power on her. So she was kind of using this kind of power animal. She became an eagle. And that's how this witch was rising above the situation and turning to her victory, having higher awareness and inner power. So it is always good to rise above the situation, to see the bigger picture. Here it's clearly happening. It's like many birds. Okay. Yeah, and it's not over. Check your situation from the larger perspective. Try to take distance for everyday problems, focusing on the long length, like a long-term plans. The card asks you to see the situation as clear as possible and then have your vision focused more far. And an eagle would arrive in the Kalevala always to help when the situation is really getting out of the hand. A bit like I was already referring to this moment when Gandalf was sending the eagles. They were in this kind of volcano mountain. Frodo and Sam, having no hope, said the eagle would come. This is the moment. And so you can always trust your inner power and your own observation to get through the challenges of life. The card can also give you like an indication that you are changing the direction when the road that you are on is not giving you the right results. In the long and challenging projects, you have to remember the end goal and the result. Even the load of work would feel like endless. And thank yourself and be grateful of the things that you already have achieved. Like, celebrate those victory moments that you already achieved. That is the light in the situation. So let's see the whole light. It's now final step of alchemy for Libra. What is the final product? Okay, seek the truth. Wow, this is such a energy of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is all about philosophies and this kind of truths and hierarchical systems. It's created to understand the world. Here, seek the truth is your light. The truth will set you free. But truth is very Libra energy as well. Truth is very cleaning energy. Who's saying, Varing Red Bear, how did you get so smart? Me. I think the card bookmakers are really smart. I wish my goal here is very big goal. Mine is I want to make my own deck. It is here, but I mean I have actually to do it in the computer, and that is taking ages. So. Yes, I hope one day I'm that smart that I get it printed. Everything you want in life takes time. Any little steps. But of course, reading books, reading cards, it's good for your mental health also. What else? I'm gonna read this first, then we look at this alchemy. What we still understand. 7 of that is interesting. I didn't pay attention, but it's a tarot card. So this is 7 of Swords. This is usually pain. So, and these are usually tactics. Like you should understand what kind of strategy to use. In the classic tarot, the person is stealing the knife from the enemy camp. There is a little bit that. But here, it's a beautiful message, like seek the truth. Intuition, question, deception, inequity. Intuition is a powerful ally, and now is good time to follow and trust your inner promptings. It may be that all is not as it seems in some of your relationships. Use your psychic senses to determine which of your associations may be questionable. Trust in what your intuition is saying right now. As much as you like to trust these people or this person, it's important to question their motives. Be cautious about sharing your most private thoughts and feelings in order to avoid allowing yourself to be placed in a vulnerable position. Be diligent in psychically scanning your interactions for possible deception. Be wary of one-sided relationships in which the other person is not participating fully or is avoiding obligations and responsibility. Now is the ideal opportunity to get to the bottom of this behavior, and certainly at all times be sure that your role in your relationships is above board and based on honesty. So now we see all these cards. This is the Dark Devil, something about not feeling good enough, then highlighting this mastery. Then the Light is total mastery of the mind, being very psychic, and here also seeking the truth. Okay, let's see the Caltron. Calcification is immediately a big energy here. Heat, fire, desire. Calcination is the great alchemical operation of fire. It occurs when there is enough heat in the vessel to transform the nature of that which is solid or fixed. How does calcination begin? With a tiny glimmer, an urge, a desire that builds into a robust flame. On a psychic level, this stage may be an uprising of emotion that has been repressed or brought to the light and purified, perhaps a flawed ideology, institution, or outlook. Oh my god, there is a fly in my room. Next reading, and I will kill this fly for the Scorpio reading. Anyway, let's continue. It bothers me. Where is this thing now? Damn fly. It wants something big to change, to be brought to the light and purified, perhaps a flawed ideology, institution, or outlook. Frustration and anger are wondrous change makers if their heat is channeled with space, time, and awareness. The transformation that occurs from calcination is rarely harmonious, It records commitment and a willingness to sit through discomfort as old patterns fall into ashes. The flame initiates sacred change and eventually the phoenix rises. Yes, so we have a transformation at hand here in this Libra reading. Next thing is this deep healing, and even this darkening. This all very like transformative. We have currently a snake here. It's interesting that it's showing also here. Chiron. I'm very interested at the center of your reading. You have this kind of wounded healer. So, yeah, oh my god, yes, very represented. Karate Kid would use chopsticks to catch the fly, yes. Yes, where is my chopsticks? If I have a little time before Scorpio reading, I will be busy in this room. It's one fly, not more. That's it. Like where it get in here. Okay, anyway. Vaughn's teachings paradoxes. Chiron is a cosmic enigma. In Greek mythology, he is said to be the rejected son of Saturn, who, through the pain of abandonment, becomes a great teacher and healer. Such is the paradoxical nature of this minor planet. It demonstrates that our pain is a great resource. It will guide us to our deepest purpose if we are able to observe it slowly, gently, and with support. Yeah, and this is my aim in this reading also, that I'm giving a support to deal with this kind of shadow readings, because this is really uncomfortable to do alone. Even for me. When the Chiron card appears, know that you are being called to deepen the work, to delve into tender parts of yourself that require patience and forgiveness. Victim mentality will get you nowhere. You are past blaming. It's time to let your painful experiences serve as a beacon of light to others. Chiron reminds us of where we've been and where that allows us to go. And you could ponder the story of the scar. So there's this pain was also here, and the seek the truth. Truth can be painful, even speaking the truth. Some people want to save other people from some hard truths, but yeah, I believe it's still like a best to speak the truth than hide it. Darkening. Then we have depth, readiness, and churning. In alchemy, darkness is an achievement. It indicates the material has been through a significant occurrence, sometimes called an initiatory experience, that's brought it into the state of readiness for the work. The darkness prepares us. We moved beyond the small talk and chit-chats of the upper world and descended into the psychic layers of the soul. Interestingly, it is in the same line that this high level consciousness upper world, it's talking about, how I understand it, like the other both, if you would have the chakra healing, it's from the root to the crown, and the mastery is when you are, like we are talking about the emotional mastery. Mastery is you are lining all these chakras. You can't be only in the high, you can't be only in the low, you have to bridge this stuff. But you have to have strong all of them. So this is like a kind of like, this is already in the kind of middle, this heart. The heart is important part of the healing too. But the pain is usually. Anyway, let's continue. So where we were. So darkness prepares us. We move beyond the small talk and chit-chat of the upper world and descended into the psychic layers of the soul. We admit who we are fully and bravely, and thus open ourselves to the process of transformation. When this card appears, it's not necessary to delve into what brought you here, the initiation likely by fire. Wow, there is this fire. That has caused the embers to char. Rather, it's time to heal, and darkness is the remedy. Closing your eyes is a voluntary expression of darkening. By practicing it daily, we drop into the depths and surrender. As the alchemist's eye adjusts, transformation begins. And you could ponder in this card the wisdom of dusk. But this card is linked to Mortificatio and to Pluto. If these cards appear together, it's a sure sign that things are running bleak. Time to lighten the mood and get into the sun. Okay, it's not, but it is. The Chiron is next to it, and it's connected to wounded healer. There is something about definitely with the fire, like to heal with a new passion. It has to be ignited. Like you might have been indeed having the last match here, feeling you're poor, you have not enough, or you are not enough. Yes, let me give you this kind of transformative wisdom here. If you think you're not enough, or you could think like you are not worthy, whatever is that, then you have to connect the emotion to it. What is that emotion that comes up when you have this feeling? It could be like you don't get enough paid, you are not enough as a person, whatever is that, very Chiron related stuff. And then understand that if you feel like, for example, you feel ugly, that you are not beautiful, the beautiful is the opposite. So you have to rise to the higher, like let yourself have these beautiful things in your life, or be beautiful, or recognize beautiful parts of yourself. The opposite, bring the opposite back to balance it out. Or you feel that's my like a core thing, because this can be really a core existential thing. If you feel sad, then your opposite pairing is joy, and then you can do something joyful. You can pay attention, more joyful things, and then give it a light also. So dark and light. What are those opposites for you? Libra is very good in balancing, and the Temperance is here also, the moderative, balancing person. So try to find this kind of balance. It's really like pointing a light here, like a kind of like a bloody light. Like it is really painful, like you're bleeding. But this is interesting, this stuff. But you could think about what you feel when you don't feel enough or don't have enough, and then find that positive opposite. There are so many pairings about that, but we are not all the same. You might have even anger. And what is the opposite of anger? I think it's like you are very like happy. What is actually Varingrava? What is opposite of anger if you match it? Passion, I guess. Because really this kind of fire thing, it can be a passionate thing. It can mean a lot, like a fire is only, but when it's too much fire, indeed, it can be arguments. There's this thing too. Okay, so here we have now for Libra. Maybe I read this. This was essential part of your shadow. So we read this little story. But this is important to understand this one feeling. It can be so meaningful that it's this one feeling is coloring and filtering all your life. I know sadness and joy is my pairing, and I can totally see my life, or my ancestors' life through that pairing. It can really be all relatives have the same, and then you start to understand all your lifelines, like what they've been through. Why is it that way? My grandma had to refuge from her country, from her home in the war. A lot of sadness, losing the home, losing relatives in the war. War can really be this collective, it's not so far away when people went through that. Creates a lot of sadness in collective for everybody, or anger. But we have to start to see it. This is really here. You have to start to have a higher perspective. What's happening in the below? It's possible to see and understand it. Varingruppe says hugs. Yes, I'm trying to keep all I can before I will check out, because I will be like 2 months off, and then you don't hear of me. So now I'm here. So get a good summer. Happy summer, hopefully, a lot of joy. This, another page too. So this is intellectual, mature and experienced person, priest, scientist or artist. So somebody wanting to preach or somebody want to, yeah. examining things and do great. If you are like able to heal this kind of woundings, it really can liberate this kind of energy. It is really like, I know my own shadow work, you might be stuck, like you might be almost like in the mud, like it feels like you're in the mud, you cannot move, you can be freezed, whatever is this feeling, like you cannot like do things normally because there's some kind of trauma, there's some pain there, freezing you possibly can be also the feeling. And then dealing this stuff, start to open it, start to kind of clear the waters. Getting here. Hawaiian waters. Let's have a happy clear water for this summer for Libra. Next, indeed, I'm gonna read that. Maybe I verify because then you see it even through another perspective. Let's show one more time the devil. Why is this two things here? What they want to say to you, Libra? Oh, but this is a lot of pain. Yes, end of a relationship. This is Ten of Swords. Somebody has stabbed you in the back. There is some kind of loss. Could be somebody died also, but could be some untrustful thing happened. Ten of Swords is pain, like you are laying on the ground. It could be like something that you wanted, didn't succeed. Also, it's a clear pain is here. It's hard. It can be indeed. If somebody has divorce, somebody dies, anything this kind of shocking happens, yes, you feel you don't have any more like a this kind of normal life, or like why me? Could be what you say. You should never start like put yourself in this kind of victim state, victim mind. But like this is huge pain. So something has happened that created this. What about the light? Let me see one more time. Your light. Final step of alchemy for Libra. Oh wow, it's like really this 10's come. Yes, 10, like wow. It's amazing, like 10 and 10. Like it's really diagonal, saying like love wins. Like if this is completely loss of your heart, like your heart got black, it burned all in ashes. Here is like a totally like a 10 of cups, like a marriage or happiness or like fulfillment emotionally. And this is emotional king in the same line. And it is, the truth is healing. To speak the truth. I don't know what is this curtain opening in the head here also. It's almost like you're getting into this kind of how you call this? What is the name of in the brain? Hypothalamus, what is this thing? You're finally getting like this kind of like a awakening. It's happening with love. With love, because there is a heart chakra, yes. It's very essential that you have a heart healing. You have to heal your heart. It really helps you. Okay, what else? Yes, of course this. We go to the Hawaii now. So, switch off, tune out, and re-energize. You may have been inundated with stressors and challenges, and it's time for a break. Step away from your computer, turn off your phone, and enjoy a much-needed mental rest for a day, a weekend, or longer. Disconnecting from noise and busyness can help you feel serene, peaceful, and healthy. You may want to head to a spa or go camping in nature. Consider checking into a hotel room with nothing more than a book, a guided meditation, or calming music. Soak in a relaxing bath or stretch out in hammock to disengage from stress and restore your mental well-being. If you can't get away, give yourself the day off from life to enjoy the local parks, meditate, read, and relax. Sounds very Libra-like. I know Libras, they know how to enjoy life. Venus is the ruling planet of Libra. There's a lot of pleasure. Pleasure is now needed back in your life. Varing Redberg said an epiphany. Did you got epiphany? This is happening. Maybe this is the word you want to say. Like that is the light epiphany, like a awakening. Libras will now, a lamp will come in the head. Ta-dang! It's like summer, and only what you need to do is rest, because okay, that's another little wisdom I can give you a lot of wisdom this time for free, is that you are the most psychic on holiday, believe it or not, because you are relaxed, because all we need to do for our nervous system is to relax. So we in the sunlight, we in the hammock or whatever, relaxing bath, we are not worrying, we are in the present moment in our senses, and that is very psychic. We are present, feeling in the moment. It's very, very good, very healthy. So our brains are getting free of the toxins that stops us to think. So eat healthy foods, light snacks, and limit your sugar intake to help you relax and recharge. Drink plenty of water. Think of this as a break from any unhealthy behaviors or situations. If you would like to walk or do some exercise, keep it light. The aim of your retreat is to rest, replenish, and rejuvenate. The turtle has many possible meanings for your life's journey. You might feel the urge to slow down on a project. This card is a sign that you are moving too fast, so take a moment. Yes, this hunter was also like thinking that or catch the moose and go too much speed ahead, like not focusing on totally what was at hand. Let's see the Hawaiian background story for this card. The waters of Hawaii are home to 5 species of sea turtles. The most commonly seen is the green sea turtle of Hohnu. The Hohnu may be seen basking on the beach or eating seagrass in shallow water. The Hohnu shell is made of multiple layers of keratin. They can grow close to 4 feet long and weigh over 400 pounds. The Hohnu is the only species of turtle that basks on the shore to raise its body temperature and to avoid predators. The Hohnu is a threatened species in the Hawaiian island, and there is concern about tourist interaction and interference. The Hawaiian Wildlife Fund asks that people stay at least 5 meters away and not block the turtles' access to or from the ocean. They are protected by Hawaiian state law and the Federal Endangered Species Act. Yes, beautiful. You could become this kind of summer turtle, going slow. Yes. Okay, I have one more little gift to give you, which is the current feelings of your person. Let's have the heart-shaped box here. So Libra. This is some lover want to say to you, what they feel about you. Okay. So we have here Dark Horse by Katy Perry. Interesting, Katy Perry is also Libra, if I know. You may fall in love when you meet her. If you get the chance, you better keep her. She's sweet as pie, but if you break her heart, she will turn cold as a freezer. That fairy tale ending with a knight in shining armor. She can be sleeping beauty. I'm gonna put her in a coma. Wow, God. Then from the deepest desires often come the deadliest hate. Socrates has said, okay, this is maybe related to here. Relationship ending, a lot of hate, even was a lot of desire. When love turned to hate. Try again, but this time with God. Maybe it's here. But your person is seeing this. Blood, toil, tears, and sweat. I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears, and sweat. We have before us an ordeal, the most grievous kind. We have before us long nights of toil and some kind of, what is it? Sweat. Blood. Winston Churchill, I said it. This is a little bit gloomy message because, I mean, I'm sometimes feeling like some spirit guides want to give a heads up of situation. Now we have this kind of riots in America. I really hope there is not coming some war situations here, like people are getting totally bloodthirsty. So your heart still works. Wow. if there is this heartbreak has happened here, like it's totally like ashes, then this landed really here, like 10 of hearts, new hearts. Your heart still works. Wow. Beautiful, your person see this. Okay, so this was a Libra reading. I think I was, oh my god, so long busy. Soon in Scorpio, I have to kill the fly. So really have to, before I start this. So if I don't start late, my Scorpio readings because I didn't kill the fly yet. Okay, so now I get that thing and I will like smash it. But this is now for Libra. I think I gave you everything. Did I have to say anything else? Happy summer holidays. Happy midsummer is soon also. See you soon in Scorpio reading. I will have still 5 readings to go, so you'll find from me here. And yes, of course, now I could have offered to some Libra reading, but I don't see anybody even saying it. And I think we use this time. Really. Anyway, see you soon. Bye.